Hi class, today is the first lesson of figure drawing. For term 3, you'll be doing 2 components, human anatomy and digital art. This is the timeline of this term. So as you can see, the first week we'll be doing human anatomy and line of action. And next we'll be drawing a realistic human figure and also designing a superhero character, which is the theme of this term. And after that, you'll be drawing the pose and then coloring it. And another main assignment is going to be your comic book cover design. So that is 60% of your overall. You have to design your own character, design the whole background, and paint it on Autodesk Sketchbook. So WA3 mark allocation, 40% will be your worksheet, which is the superhero and its costume and also a pose. Done in color pencil, that'll be 40%, and 60% is a superhero comic book cover, which will be done digitally. So figure drawing is a basic in many art and design school. It is an instructional class in School of Fine Arts where students study and draw a live model who sits in front of them. But in our case, we'll draw from photos. So just like portrait drawing, human figure drawing and painting date back in the Renaissance period, many historical period, Egyptian art, cave art, and of course Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, they did a human dissection, and there's a lot of emphasis on drawing design skills and anatomical knowledge of the human form. The basic human proportion, all adult figure is about 7.5 head. And for a child and baby, of course, it's smaller, 5 and 4. So if you know this proportion, it will help you draw your own figure without a reference. But before you start actually drawing the figure, an easier way to break down human drawing is line of action. So it refers to the movement. You're trying to capture the movement with lines. And you can easily identify the angles which the human moves with the help of drawing the skeleton. Learning to draw a line of action is like a basic foundation to figure drawing. As you can see from here, this is a step-by-step guide. So remembering that it's about 7.5 head, you draw in the basic line first, mark it into half, and then you do the hip bone, the leg bone, the shoulder, the spine, and the shape of the head is just an oval. And then you draw the limb, and then the torso and the hip. So we're gonna start by just drawing the line of action first. Don't draw anything else, just the line of action. So using this worksheet, if you have a printer, you can print out the worksheet that is attached to the SLS lesson. If not, you can also just take a blank piece of paper and draw the boxes according to the size that's given here. The first box being 5.5 cm by 15 cm, the next box 8 cm by 13 cm. As you can see from my sample here, you just need to draw the lines and the basic head shape, which is the oval, and the torso and the hip. You don't have to draw any other details. This is all I need for this worksheet. Okay, I'll guide you through how to do this worksheet quickly. You can slow the video anytime if you want to watch it at your own pace with every step shown to you slowly. Alright, so when you start off, you can take a ruler and then mark out the exact height of the figure. And then I'll always start with the head, which is the oval shape, and then the skeleton, the spine. And then I will do the legs first. They're all lines, just lines, and try to get the length and the position right. As you can see here, I am trying to mark out how the leg goes, it crosses over, and then the hand and the shoulder line, the hand position is slanted back, and then I mark up the torso width, and then the waist and little oval shapes for the feet and the hand. So same thing for the male figure. As you can see, because this guy is kicking, so the line is way more slanted, and then the leg line is one of it is angled very high, and then his toes, he's tipping his toes. I want to get the skeleton as accurate as possible and the length and size as accurate as possible. As you can see, the hands are bent, so they are very short. Alright? And then of course, the shoulder, the torso is bigger. And I try to make it such that the arms, they have to look short here also because from our angle. So after you're done with the first part, line of action is like drawing the skeleton. The next part you'll learn like drawing the muscle of a human. So drawing with shape, you break it down a body into simpler shapes. So once you break down into simpler shape, you can create the form. That means connecting the details. You combine the line and shape and you add in the curves for muscles and fat so that it becomes a more realistic figure. So only after you do the line of action and the shape, then you start to do the details. You need to follow the step because figure drawing is not easy. With the line of action and the shapes in place, then you can start to edit your figure with curves and erase the unwanted lines, which you'll do next week. Only after you get the proportion right, the shape and lines right, then you start to shade. Human anatomy drawing is not easy, so only if you do all the steps properly, then you do the details. So for the second worksheet, I want to do a line of action first, then you draw the shape, and then you refine the outline. You can follow this box sizes if you are not going to print out the worksheet. You can see from here, the inside structure I actually draw the line of action first, then I mark in the shape, then I refine the outline to make it nearer to the actual form of the person. Okay, so I'll guide you through how to do the form of this figure. First of all, you have to at least get the size correct. Use your ruler to help you. Okay, and at the start, you have to draw the line of action. So this girl, she's jumping up high. Okay, so you mark the top line and then the spine. Okay, start with the spine first. It's definitely tilted, and then the head over, get the position and placement correct, and then you draw the leg angle. You can see that her leg are at different angles, so you must get the knee and the feet position correct, and then one arm is slanted to the back and the other arm is angled right in front of her. So you must get the line of action quite accurate first. So after the line of action is done, I start to draw the torso ribcage area, and after that I draw the thighs and the hip area. So from here I can try to mark up the silhouette of this figure and try to draw it as accurate as possible. So I try to also follow the muscles. You can see how the muscles are. The base of muscles are more curved. Okay, and then of course the feet shape, I try to get it the correct direction and also draw a little bit of a ponytail. So for the man, make sure the size is correct. Okay, and at least get the head shape and size in. So it's just an oval, tilted over. You draw the spine and draw the leg. One of the leg, it should appear shorter, okay, because it is kicking up, and the other leg is all the way down. Alright, and then the arm, get the angle correct for your line of action. So once the line of action is done, then you draw the outer shape. Okay, so for the legs, it's normally like a elongated triangle, and after that you draw the arms, get the angle correct, get the palm shape correct. Don't need to do the details at all, right? So then you draw the rib cage and then the thigh muscles, and then try to get the head details more accurate, okay, such that it looks like the head is tilted to the right side. Okay, then you can refine the shape of the muscles a little bit, such that I can tell how the muscle should look like. Once you're done with both worksheets, be it printed or not printed, bring next week. Also remember to bring your pencil set, color pencils, eraser, your long ruler, a sharpener, and your PLD or your phone. They're gonna be for you to reference photos. And the last part, if you didn't print the worksheet, you have to bring scissors and glue or double-sided tape to cut and paste your drawing onto the worksheet that will be given.